So, as a trainee teacher, a top tip I would give to people is to make sure that you take time for yourself, whether it is going to the cinema or continuing with a hobby that you have, just to keep on top of all of the workload and all the stresses that you might encounter.
My top tip for behaviour management is to make sure you set clear expectations with your class from day one, to make sure that you know what you want in terms of work from your students will often help you with behaviour management and those expectations. So make that really clear and take the time it needs to set that up with your students before moving on.
My top tip for workload is when you're asked to do something, think to yourself, is it something that has to be done absolutely right now? If it's something that is going to have little impact, don't bother with it. Do what needs to be done, prioritise, and make sure you're using your time effectively whilst prioritising.
My top tip for dealing with pupil behaviour would be to create a classroom atmosphere built on mutual respect. I like to treat the children the way that I would like them to treat me, to create a really positive atmosphere.
My top tip for pupil behaviour management is make sure you consistently follow the school's behaviour for learning policy. Go out, watch other colleagues, see what they do, pick up good practice, and if you feel that you are struggling, go and talk to people, ask for advice.
So one good tip is that if there's something positive in your lesson, make sure you contact home, talk to your parents and let them know what students have done. Most of the time they'll only have the negative calls. So focus on the positives and you'll win the parents over quickly.
My top tip for dealing with pupil behaviour is to not take it personally. Pupils have so many other problems in their lives, they have so many other teachers, friends, family to deal with. Their behaviour in your class is not indicative of your talents as a teacher, and it's not a reflection on you. Think about all the other students that you can reach and that you can manage, and start afresh the next day without taking it personally.